Hey there, baseball fans. Thank you for coming out today to support your Saskatoon Diamondbacks. Today's game will be against the Lloydminster Pirates. Your starting lineup for the Diamondbacks will be...
My name is Kosteniuk. I started coaching in the Bantam Blue Jays organization, helped them out with my dad. Mark was on the team and they needed some help, so I would go out and help them out at practices. The following year, 2006, me and my best friend Randy Lawrence decided that we had a lot of fun helping out. Why not try to be the guys? So Randy put his name in as the head coach, and I said I'd help him out and be an assistant coach because at that point the Diamondbacks had been created. So I knew I was going to be helping out, and to also be with the Blue Jays was my first real year of coaching, and it turned out to be a year I'll never forget. At that time, Dean Cote was the head coach. My dad, Dave Kosteniuk, was the assistant coach, and myself as the other assistant coach. After that, things kind of changed, and the Diamondbacks became a number one priority, and from there, I guess the rest is history. Where I've gotten to is because of what I've taken from everybody else. Yeah, what really inspired me is my dad and Diesel, for sure.
I better get back to work. We gotta have this ready by 6:30 for a game. Later.
Diesel's work ethic was unbelievable. He would go to work at 5 o'clock and he would get off at 7 in the morning. Well, right after 7 in the morning, he would drive to Cairns and see what the field looked like, and he would start working until the boys showed up at around, the boys being Mark and I, around 11 at noon. Then he would go home and get a couple hours of rest and go back to work at 5 o'clock. He wanted to show us that hard work would always pay off, and when we seen him working countless hours a day, it just put into my mind that if we're going to do something, let's do it right, and let's put all the work ethic we can into something. So for me, it's just never taking a day off. I like to constantly be in the baseball scene. There's always something to learn in this game, and Diesel really brought that to my attention with his work ethic. He'd be anywhere he could just to learn something. He would keep doing it until he finally got it perfected. The work ethic for me is number one. When we were young, and this is something to this day that I look back at, and it's so refreshing because he was a dad who he wanted to train us as baseball pitchers. So he got us these videos, the pitching mechanics of a baseball player, and he told us that before we went out we had to watch this DVD. He said once wasn't enough, I had to watch it 3 times. But from that day it kind of instilled in me that there was more to baseball than just picking it up and throwing it. There was, a certain mechanical idea behind it, and once that started going in my brain, things started to click. I understood it more because of my dad. He was pitching coach, bench coach. He was so quiet. He would lead by example rather than with his words. I said with work ethic, like he would just show guys how to do stuff. If you were being lazy, he would let you know. He would let most of the other coaches do the talking. And that's how I've gotten to now. The Diesel side of me came out. When Dad passed, I always said to him that I wanted to always make sure he was there because he was always there for me, so I don't make sure that I was always going to be there for him. So every single day before we have a game, I bring his pants and I'll set him on the bench and I'll fold them up, put him there. I also have my bracelet. I'll put it on there because it's a constant reminder that he's always there with me. Once Dad passed, it was like he gave us somebody else. Like there was Wayne, and right there, ready to go. Like, that's the towel win for Wayne. Wayne was another guy, just like Diesel. They were two the same. That guy would come to Going Yard at 12 o'clock at night to fix our machines because he knew the kids were coming the next day. It's just the presence. Like I hadn't coached third base in a long time in Swift Current. I couldn't be on the bench. I put his initials into the shale, and it was like we scored like 30 runs against him in 2 games. Like it's just the presence. So that's more or less how I look at life now. Like he's trying to teach me. Life is a lot bigger than just baseball. It's kind of crazy how the Diamondbacks work because it's all full circle. Like everybody has to have a role on this family, in this family, and from that day we called ourselves family.
All right, man, let's do it, buddy.
Good baseball, man.
You got the little brother, the big brothers. We're the biggest brothers because, you know, we want to have respect between each other, but we also want to have that ability that they can come and talk to us in a situation where it doesn't matter what it is, what happened at school, what happened in life. All right, they're not going to be nervous to come up because we're the biggest, we're the oldest brothers.
So any ball that goes over his head, I don't care if he's under it, you go try to take control every single time because you see how hard it was. As soon as he started back playing, he lost it. Oh yeah, you got to be in there and take that ball all day. Okay, go over there and take that. Okay. All right, here we go. One run ain't gonna win a ball game. Here we go.
The day that Mark, came back from Prairie Baseball Academy, it was kind of the day that we kind of tried to revamp that culture and to create the family atmosphere. It really seems like every year the family gets tighter and tighter and tighter because it's put in their mind that this is their team, their family, and they get to control it.
1, 2, 3, geez!
That's the only way you can be successful, I think, is if you come together as a family instead of just showing up to the park and this is my teammate, but instead of this is my brother.
And here we are today, and I can finally say this team is really truly a family.
It's more like a family.
It's a big family.
We're a family.
A family started the team, so a family's going to end it.
Carry on.